Shruti already phoned me. She's joining our program. She's from India. She's our new guest. Lala, probably you know Mohammed Hassan sir, Shajib Dawana sir.
So what is the subject of discussion today?
Effective teamwork at workplace.
The teamwork.
Teamwork.
We're going to talk about teamwork, right?
Teamwork. Yes. Effective teamwork in the workplace.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the invitation and thank you for listening. I hope that we all will be able to listen to others as well and come to a common understanding of what we really mean by teamwork at the school. First of all, if we look at our schools,
yes.
Every teacher is responsible for a particular class, and that he goes and he delivers the class and comes back and kind of forgets about what has been taught in the class. And there is very little interaction between and among the teachers about the performance of each and every teacher, and also the feedback of the performance of the students at the class that would somehow help all of the teachers to understand the special characteristics of the students. We need at least to sit once a week whereby we can discuss the problem areas of various students that is faced by the teachers in the individual classes. And this will give the opportunity for the other teachers also to watch them in the classroom and be able to connect with those students and be able to reflect and change and probably help those students to become better in their class performance. So regarding the problem areas of various students that are taking part in the classes. The other thing is also the partnership between a teacher, whereby a teacher will be able to discuss the strengths and the weaknesses and the problems of special students, and be able to also get the feedback from the parents, and also be able to support in order to create an integrated teaching plan for the students where they are weak in, whether in the classrooms or at home. And that would somehow enforce the completeness of the education at our schools. And I believe that it can happen quite easily without having big difficulties of coordinating the efforts with the parents. Although we know that currently various schools participate in these kind of discussions with the teachers, but maybe it is once every 6 months or once every year. But I feel that, this has to be done more frequently than once in a month. It would have been developed with the help and assistance of the parents, so that the parents would be able to diagnose the problems at home and be able to share that information with the teachers, and the teachers would be able to take advantage of those information that are coming from the parents and be able to coordinate that particular action in various classes in the school. So that partnership is also very important. Coordination by three-way coordination, what we mean is a coordination between the teacher, between the teacher, the management of the school and the parents and the students. Now, there are certain areas where the management, normally these kind of discussions about the performance of the students or the problem areas of the students. There is very little interaction between the management committee of the school and the teachers of the school. They communicate only at the level of the principal or the head teacher. Now, that communication is not adequate. What I feel is that the management also needs to communicate their concerns and the feedback they have from various students with the teachers of various classes, and also help the teachers deliver better in the classes. So that communication is also very important. I believe that the management has a key role in developing the proficiency and the efficiency of the teachers in the classrooms. And that particular communication currently does not really exist in any of the schools that we have. The other thing is the correlation between the management of the school and the parents of the children. Now that somehow I have not seen that kind of interaction at all. And I believe that that's a very key area whereby when we set up the strategic direction of a school or the strategic intents of the school, I think that the management requires to have the feedback from the teachers and also from the parents. And in that way, the parents would be able to give the real first-hand experience of the parents about their children, about how they feel of the classes, because when the children go back to their homes, they do talk about the teachers, they do talk about their likeliness of attending those classes. So that information need to be relayed back by the parents to the management committee. The management committee is responsible for the strategic direction of the schools and colleges. As a result, when they set up the strategic intent or strategic direction of the school, they have to have the input from the parents, from the students, and from the teachers. So this is a four-directional relationship that has to be created at various schools. And I think that it is very critical in developing a strategic intent of the school, the areas that they need to change or how they would make those changes stick. So those kind of decisions that are taken by the management committee, they have to have the feedback from various stakeholders of the school, including the parents, including the students, including the teachers. And they would be able to draft a strategic plan for the school in the areas that they would like to change or they would like to develop in the future. So I believe that every school has these five entities that has to work in unison to be able to provide real-time and good, efficient solution to these strategic areas of the school. So that is my part of the statement. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be happy to answer any question that you might have.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and outstanding elaborate discussions. Our today's topic about effective teamwork at
Thank you so much.
workplace.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. I'm really grateful.
You're
for your
welcome.
great
Thank you so
sharing.
much.
Thank you. Here has joined Teresian, sir. Teresi, good evening from Bangladesh.
Good morning from the United States.
Okay. How are you?
I'm well. It's getting, winter is coming upon us. It's getting colder, and we've been really fortunate not to have a whole lot of snow, but it's due to come in soon. And so, yes, I'm looking forward to spring.
I know that you know about our today's topic. Please, just I request to you, just how do you achieve effective teamwork?
Okay, Montez, if I can share my screen.
Yes.
Okay, you have to give me the right to share screen.
Okay, just wait. Yes, you can.
Okay, you and Lila, hi Lila, know well what I think about education and what it should look like. But I'm going to show you what I think it should be and what I traveled with for 6 years to the countries in Africa and India and Nepal and so forth, and shared and actually was able to create. Wait, this is the wrong one. This is not the one I wanted to share. Though it does well, but I think I want to share.
I think that this is part of them. One just next generation global education work. Are you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Let me just find the right video. Let's see. That was not the one I wanted. Where is it? Okay. Unfortunately, I just got up. Well, I can share that one, although it's not as good as the original that I wanted to share with you. Just see if I can find it over here. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't find it right off. So we'll go back to that one. Oh, there we are. Okay. And welcome to the Matrix of a Learner. I've been in education now for 40 years, not as a first career, as a third. I went into education to try and resolve some of the problems that I faced as a learner myself. In doing so, I believe that the matrix now is able to fit any person of any age, anywhere in the world, of any ability.
When it comes to the matrix, which is the focal point of the NGGE, I see that as a philosophy that ought to be shared with the world, and I would like to see that philosophy shared with leaders of countries who will then say, yes, we agree with this, and then we can see that it can be disseminated to the people.
Matrix is a program whereby we reach out to educators, and because everybody is an educator as well as a learner, we learn every day and we educate other people on a daily basis. The Matrix of a Learner has helped our students to do better, not only in school, classroom, or co-curricular activity, but it has helped us to support and educate the community in various ways.
So what I understand of the Matrix is that it's an understanding of learning that is communal.
Here in Uganda, where we have a lot of challenges, which I would believe most of them are caused by education. And the matrix, if we involve the matrix in our learning, I think and believe that so many problems involving in our communities will be solved.
Matrix of the Learner is for every individual, regardless of where they live, whether they're rich, whether they're poor, whether they're young or they're old, no matter what the religion. It's to help empower each individual to be a better human in our global society and to make the world a more collaborative, cooperative place to live.
So this program of Matrix is good. Some people feel now have discovered this issue, and we hope some years ahead it will develop and the people are going to benefit.
We are applying the metrics of the learner in the society to empower all the stakeholders since 2015. In the schools, what we are planning to do is that to apply the learner philosophy of the metrics of the learners to empower the teachers, the students, as well as all the community for the better all.
One of the ways that I've implemented the matrix in my personal life is with my oldest daughter. We look at things that she wants to do, things that she's interested in. College is coming up for her, where she wants to go with her life and what she wants to do.
We hope this video will help you better understand the philosophy of the matrix and how you can use it to become empowered and to help others the same and to create a better, sustainable world.
And that's what I travel with, and that's what I try to have other people better understand, that every one of us has knowledge, whether we are hairdressers or we are physicists, whatever we do in our life, we have knowledge and we can share that knowledge out. That's what he's talking about. Everyone is an educator as well as a learner. But there's 5 different aspects to the matrix that have to be included if we really want learning to be successful. And the first one is the parents and family. The second one are the peers. The third one are the educators. The fourth one is the global, is the community. And the fifth one is the global society. And when we can attach all of those things from the learner up to the cycle of learning, then that learner or that group that's learning is going to move forward, because they're going to be able to find their answers, use those answers that they find to then do something with them, create something and give it back. And then they become the educators because they're sharing their knowledge back out. But it really takes all 5 for them to be attached and to work well. We try to do it on one, and that's the teacher, not necessarily the educators. The teachers who are trained to tell rather than educate by asking questions, asking the learners questions to help them find those answers and using those resources to do so. Once we can do that, then that learner is going to move forward. But then so is every one of those people or those things that are attached to the learner are also going to move forward and progress ahead. And I think that we've been able to do that in a couple of schools and a couple of communities around the world, use it very successfully. I'd like to be able to see more people understand it and then start to use it. It's a philosophy, as you know, Mumtaz, it's a philosophy that our whole Global Leaders Matrix Theater is built on. And, and that's a whole different approach to thinking about teaching and learning and how we can educate together and work together for the betterment of all mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresi, for your wonderful sharing. From your video, we got to see the picture of teamwork in the workplace. So, in fact, everything we do should be team-based. So, I want to share, just says an educator named just Baby Ruth, the way a team plays as a whole determines its success. So you may have the greatest bunch of individual stars in the world, but if they don't play together, the club won't be worth a dummy. So in this stage, I would like to, Shagorika,
Yes, tell me.
first of all, thank you for joining us. And
Yeah.
I have a question, just how to promote effective teamwork in the workplace.
Yeah, so how to, first of all, good evening, everyone. And once again, I'm very happy to connect with all of you. It's wonderful that every Tuesday we connect and we have a lot of deliberations, and these are really meaningful ones. Lovely Leila, Tracy. Today, I think this one is missing. Patricia is missing today. So we are really missing her. And thank you very much, Mamtas, for having all of us together here. Well, the question that you've asked me, how do we have effective leadership, I mean, teamwork in the team, you know? So the first thing is that we need to orient the whole team to respect each other, because no two people are the same in a team. So respect each other's thoughts, accept what is right, wrong, okay? And don't react. Don't react.
Yes.
Then also we do a lot of team building activities. Always I share what we do basically, you know. So for team to improve the team, we have a lot of team building activities every we have professional development sessions every week. Then over and above that, every term we have one team building activity where we take all the teachers out, and then we have, you know, maybe some kind of game that we play, and maybe we go and we visit a forest, a sanctuary. We do a lot of things, you know, to bring the whole team together so that we can just enjoy. And it's always an overnight. It's always an overnight, because when you spend that overnight time, you really get to know the whole team together, and you get to know the likes, dislikes, very important. And we also play small games, you know. In fact, I just finished one meeting where it was a team building meeting, wherein, you know, we had a set of 12 questions that we asked. How do people...
Shagorika, what's the problem?
Sorry, I thought there was some problem here. Okay, I'm there, na? Oh, sorry. Okay. I was actually wondering that if I'm there or no. Yeah. So then what happens is that, I mean, we had a set of questions, you know. Now, how do we get to know each other in the team much better? So we had a set of questions, and one of the most interesting questions that we asked the team was, with what vegetable do you compare yourself? And they were wonderful answers. Somebody said, I compare myself like a potato, of course, because I look like a potato. But not only that, a potato goes with every vegetable. You can add a potato to every vegetable, and that's how I am. I can get in touch with everybody. I can mix with everybody. I can gel with everybody. I'm a social person, you know. And then somebody said that I compare myself as a banana. Why banana? Because banana is full of nutrients. Banana can serve the poor, the needy, the rich. It's a fruit for everybody. So that's how. So that's how, you know. So these team building activities are very, very, very important, which we very consciously do with all the teachers. And also at the same time, when it comes to team building, we also inform everybody that we are a team. So we have to stand up for each other. Very important. We as human beings have a lot of jealousy amongst us. We have a lot of, many people harbor ill feelings amongst each other. They harbor revengeful feelings amongst each other. But we always reinforce the same thing, that when we are a team, we are there for each other. We shouldn't be harboring such ill feelings, and we should be standing up for each other. Because, you know, especially for we teachers, it is very important. Teamwork is very important, because we have a parents with us. What happens in one grade? Say, suppose for example, grade 5. Grade 5 has English teacher different, Hindi teacher different, two language teachers, the social studies teacher is different, science teacher is different, then the art teacher is different, the music teacher is different, the PE teacher is different, the history teacher is different, you know. So one class and so many teachers. So when you have the open day, when the parents come to meet you, it is very, very, very important to display teamwork. It can't be that I'm putting down Mumtaz and I'm bringing up Tracy, and then I'm putting down someone else and I'm talking good. We can't be doing this at all. We all have to be speaking the same language. Very important. And that is why teamwork is important. amongst our community, especially during for we educators, because it is only teamwork that can take us ahead. Otherwise, the educational institution cannot be supported by the 4 concrete pillars. It has to be supported by the teamwork of the educators also. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagarika, just for your, I know that you are a strong speaker and and grateful to your wonderful sharing. So I know that effective teamwork doesn't just happen, it takes just good problem solving skill. Decisions making and communications and interpersonal skill. So smart leaders know that they are team to work well. They must accurately identify employees' skill sets and again and assign them tasks that are as well suited to their abilities. So again, thanks, Sagarika, for your great sharing. In this instance, I would like to, I have, I have so just new face, Jyoti, Sarita Bhashani, Muhammad, Mahdi. I want to know them. Sarita, please introduce yourself.
Good evening, Mumtaz.
Yes.
I have already joined before, I think, some sessions. I am from India, Bhusawal. So nice to join you. This is my second session in Roundtable.
Okay.
So I am very happy to be with all of you, honorable teachers of the world. And this is a very good topic for all of us about the teamwork, because without teamwork, I think the school cannot be run. No, neither any organization can run and anything, but whichever is going to be great. So for a good builders, we need to associate with each other, not by from outside. From our heart, we have to collaborate with each other. So for effective teamwork, we need a clear direction and open and honest communication with each other. And it is a support. We need support to give support to each other, and we should start to take risk for new things and experiments, and which is very important for a good going of the school and any organization. There should be defined rules for team members, mutual accountability, open communication, and a common goal, that is we have to give a good result to our organization. So I think these are some tips for effective teamwork, which is very, very important. Thank you, Mumtaz.
Thank you for your sharing, Sarita Bhashani. Jyoti ma'am, please. Jyoti ma'am, please, are you there? Probably she is not. Tulu Talukdar sir. Tulu Talukdar sir, please just introduce yourself. Unmute your microphone. Yes, sir.
He's unmuted, but he's
we
not.
can't hearing to you. Probably you have faced network problem. Okay, I will go next step. Laila, please unmute your microphone. Okay. Just have a questions. What are the advantages and challenges to working in teamwork?
Excuse me? Question.
What are the advantage and challenge? Advantage and side by side challenge. So to working in team.
All right. Good morning and good evening to one and all present over here. I said good morning to Tracy because she's from America. She said good morning.
Right.
We are already in the evening time. Evening is already over now. Right. So today we are discussing about the teamwork. How teamwork can be effective or it can be made effective. First of all, I would like to tell the expansion of the letters TEAM. You might have seen in the internet. I also took it from internet only because now internet is just like a cooked meal. You will get everything. So I am also telling from there only. T stands for together, E stands for everyone, A stands for achieves, and M stands for more.
Oh my goodness.
Team together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. That's why we are here now. You know, certain principles, certain methods which we have to adopt in our teaching and learning process. And the other members from the different parts of the globe, they will be sharing their experiences. From their experiences, will come to know what we have to take the positive thing, a positive thought, and how to implement it in order to improve our teaching and learning process. So, teamwork is very, very essential. In this present era, collaboration is an important role. Collaboration is a must in the present century. When we are already
Okay, Laila.
yeah, I will be continuing. So I was telling you that we are discussing about effective teamwork, how the teamwork can be made effective. First of all, we have to do that with whomsoever we are working, we have to develop a cooperative attitude. We have to give that particular confidence to each and every member that he or she is having the equal right, he or she is having the equality with each other. Whether in the school or the principal will be considered as a leader, but it should not be a Hitler type rule. The principal should have that particular mentality to accept and adopt the decisions or the policies or the thoughts of the fellow members. When any particular new innovation is going to take place, the goals have to be discussed. It has to be set before. Each and every member should know about the goals. And then after that, it should be maintained in a very transparency manner. Nothing should be hidden. Let the policy be, the protocol be transparent to each and every member. Create transparency. And then whenever the work will be progressing, feedback has to be taken, and good communication with the leader as well as the members and among the members are also very, very important. Not only that, we have to remember that there should be unity in diversity. This is what I wanted to tell. So effective communication, effective team leaders, and effective teamwork will create all the possibilities, and these are the benefits we will get whenever we ensure there is teamwork. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laila, for your discussion. I think that what are the four main elements of a successful team? Just to establish an effective team, there are four essential elements, just goals, roles, and interpersonal relationships, and the other just process. In this test, the just Mahdi Hassan sir, are you there? He raised his hand. Just okay. Talukdar sir, please unmute your microphone. Talukdar sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Sir, you know that about our today's topic, just what are the teamwork skill and what are teamwork skill important? Just example of some teamwork skill.
Well, skill means to act in a way that it will perform perfectly to achieve any goals or to perform the task. For that reason, to maintain a teamwork, we have to gain some of skills. For example, already you mentioned 4 things, and if you just divide that 4 things you need in every group, you need a skill. Interpersonal communication. For making interpersonal communication, you just see some are extroverted, some are introverted. So those who are the introverted, maybe they will not able to express their ideas and thoughts, but they are thinking, oh, I am doing not. Unless and until other people will not able to understand him or her, so how they will cooperate? So again, we know about 4C: communication, collaboration, creation, critical thinking. This 4C is also dependent on skill. If I want to communicate with one person, then I have to achieve some skill in order to convince other people, pursue other people, to place my idea in front of other people. At the same time, nowadays we are using a lot of media. For example, right now we are in a webinar where we are talking. So in webinar, how should I influence other people, those who are in the other part? So for that, you have to exercise the skills. And from where you have to start the work. In teamwork, you need a cooperation. If you don't know how to cooperate with one another, then it will really very massacre situation. Because every people is now busy with their own task and their own thinking. Within that, they have to cooperate with one another. To manage time, to cooperate one another, we need to set a goal. What Laila already mentioned, goal is very important. Without having any goal, we might not achieve anything. For to reach in a goal, we have to make some strategy. Within that strategy, how should we prepare the strategy? How should we assign the task to other people? How should we honor the views of other people? We have to learn that. If we come in school development, you know, right now, in every country, they are taking a lot of projects in order to improve their school learning situation. For that, you need a lot of skill in a project. So first of all, you have to convince everyone that everyone will own the thing. If they will not own the thing, they will not be able to do work from their heart. At the same time, they have to know what are the goals and what are the ways we have to gain the goal. Maybe there are a lot of ways, but which one way is the best way, or which one way is the optimum opportunity to do all the tasks? We have to find out it. In our school, if we just consider that activity-based learning, for that reason, first, school management should come out with some of the big ideas. What sort of activity they will offer to the students, in what kind of method they will use, how they have to convince the children, what are the materials they are going to use. For that, they have to make a list and they have to trial it. In trial and error, the teacher and management will understand what is going to be leaked there. In that way, they will cover up the leakings or they will change the strategy. And you know, time management is very important. At the same time, there is a lot of stakeholder. If you just miss any of them, then the program will not run properly. In our school, what we are doing, very simple, we are going to make one routine. We are just make a routine to cover up the gap of the teachers. For that reason, the management should choose those teachers who will able to cover up the class with their own ideas and thinking, at the same time with the knowledge of subject. Here we are just getting the skill of the management team, how they will manage it. So after all, management is very important where everything is hidden. If the management start to make a program to skill up the people, those who are the related with the education, then the skill will automatically work within their mindset. And the environment is another important issue. How the environment will help them, we have to think about it. For example, when the teacher are in a meeting, many teachers feel shy to speak out anything. But if you just allow them to tell a story about this, then the teacher will come out to tell a story, but they will not going to tell the theories and other things. From that story, maybe the management committee or the people, those who are running the meeting, they might catch up the points and they will analyze the point. In that way, we can just break the silence of the teacher, those who are not really wanted to say anything in front of the management. In every step, we need skill. For that reason, we have to design or organize the program in such a way some formal and informal training should be there. At the same time, assessment and the result of assessment should be bring in front of the teacher. Thereby, they will able to exercise their skill in the school to make a teamwork which will be more effective for the school and the improvement of the education. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to speak in the front of esteemed colleagues. Thanks.
Hello.
Momotaz.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Hello, Momotaz. I'm just going to finish here. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for your elaborate discussion.
Okay. I'm so happy that I get in your group. Talking about the teamwork, we have got what we call the twin teaching work here. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Are you from, sir? Mohammed.
Hello. Can I participate, please?
Yes, yes, sir.
Mohammed Madi.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can. You can
Hello?
say something. Please carry on. Yes, sir.
You hear me? You're talking about the okay. You're talking about the teamwork classes.
Yes, we are talking about team spirit of a school. We are talking about
problem with
team
my
management.
Hello?
Team management, team spirit. Okay, active teamwork. Hello. Am I audible to you? Muhammad Mehdi, sir? Mehdi, sir? Okay, he lost. Anyway, Mohammed, you carry on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I have learned many important things from your discussions on today's topic. In this okay.
Hello, Mehdi, sir, please. What you want to say, please go on.
I think that he has faced internet problem. Just. Okay, sir. I will come to you next.
Continue.
Mr. Mehdi, sir, I will come to you next in this stage. Jyoti, please unmute your microphone. Jyoti, can you hear to me? Hello, Jyoti.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know that you know about our today's topic. Please, and you are newcomer of our program and a new member to our global family. So you can say something about our today's topic. Please carry on. Our today's topic: effective teamwork workplace. Jyoti. Hello, Jyoti.
Ma'am, some problem here at my hand. The Wi-Fi, I think, is.
Okay. Teresi, please unmute your microphone.
You asking me, Mumtaz?
Yes. Does teamwork encourage individual responsibility? If so, discuss it logically.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't understand your
Does
question.
teamwork encourage? Does,
In college?
Yes, encourage individual responsibility.
I don't think it matters whether you're talking about college or you're talking about elementary school or high school, or you're just talking about yourself personally in your own life. You know, to be able to move forward requires people around you to understand and be able to support you in your goals. So, you know, to me, life is teamwork. Life is finding those people who can understand, who want similar goals, who want to move forward, and to help you do that. Because if they're helping you move forward, you also are moving forward and improving yourself. So, but teamwork really means there isn't one particular boss. See, I'm hearing things about, but the administration does this, or this person does that, or whatever. And that's kind of that top-down management type of idea. Your management is part of the team. The educators are part of that team. The parents and the families are part of that team, okay? The peers are part of that team. They all need to be working together to make improvements, not only of the learners, but of themselves as well. And learning has to come from the inner person or that of the group to come from the outside, from the inside out, and not be forced in on people. Because we often, human nature, if things are forced on us, is to push away from it. You know, that's just human nature. If it's forced on you, to push against it. But if you're part of the whole process, and then you have skin in the game, as we say in America, you know, then it has more meaning to you, and there's more potential for growth. So I don't think you can separate what it looks like for a college student any more than what it looks like for a first or a second grade student. The process of building that team is the same. And well, as you know, we built a team for our pilot study, but there isn't any one particular leader. You know, I open it, but my goodness, all the different things that have come out of our meetings, different ideas and different ways of thinking about things have educated us all. And in fact, that's how the Global Readers Theater progressed and was built. It was built by people coming in, understanding a similar goal, wanting to work towards that goal, and then finding ways for us to be able to do that. And I think that the old way of looking at education, which is your students come into your classroom and you close the door and it's just you and the students, and then they leave. That doesn't work anymore. It hasn't worked in years. Okay. And not only has it not worked, if you look at the growth towards achieving the sustainable developmental goals, we aren't moving in the right direction. We're either at a standstill or moving backwards statistically. And that's because we're still trying to solve the problems and do things the same way as we did, years ago. We need to really reflect and think about why we aren't making that growth, how we're going to be able to do that as a team, and then start to work towards moving forward again. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresi, for your discussions. In this stage, I would like to, Mohammad Hassan, sir. Mohammad Hassan, sir,
Yes.
are you there? Okay, okay. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
madam.
Okay, sir. The process of working
No,
collaboratively with a group, sir, just what? I think that the process of working collaborative with a group of people in order to achieve a goal. So in this stage, I would like to questions to you. How do you create a collaborative environment?
Okay, I actually had a question for the team. I have a project that is starting from next week with a school where we are making all the changes that are required in order to enable teamwork at all levels. And that teamwork is between all the stakeholders, including the management committee of the school, the head teacher, the teachers of the school, the parents, the guardians, and the students. So we have a program that is quite open right now. And I wanted to see if anybody has any kind of advice for us on this particular project as to how best this project can be made effective for the schools to initiate, maintain, and enhance the teamwork at all levels. So I would actually ask everybody around to see if there is any advice that will help us in order to promote better teamwork at this school. And Madam Mumtaz, what was your specific question you had for me?
Just I want
you
to
had a very
know,
specific.
just a specific question just to you. How do you create collaborative environment? Just.
Okay. Well, if you want to answer me,
yes.
If you want me to answer that question, I would be happy to answer with the timing. So if you want me to answer the question now, I'm happy to answer that question. If you wanted to say a few words about my project that is starting next week, I would love to know from you as to what would be some of the best approaches or strategies that we might apply at this particular school to enable the teamwork between and among the management committee, the head teacher, the teachers, the parents, and the students. So that was my particular question. Now, one thing I must say that when we talk about teamwork, we also need to include the teamwork between the schools and among the schools. And the schools actually can be segregated by the geographical areas, and that each and every school would be able to communicate with each other in order to have a collaborative effort among the schools. We actually have already started one of these collaborative programs, including 12 schools in one area. And we have used one of the best practices that are used at one of the schools who have already succeeded in implementing those best practices, and other schools in the area actually follows what that school had done in terms of the pedagogy, in terms of the teamwork, in terms of the professional development of the teachers, and also exchange program between the schools. In other words, that a teacher from one school will continue to teach in other schools as well, so that there will be change of faces at various school levels, which will inspire the students. And this will also become a very positive competition among the teachers themselves, that no teacher would like to feel that he is not superior to the other, or he is inferior to other. So everybody will actually prepare the lessons well if that exchange program is enacted among the schools. So one teacher of mathematics goes from one school, goes to the other school, takes one class, and that teacher from the other school comes over to this school and attends that class that the teachers were taking. As a result, there will be a competitive force that will be generated, which are extremely positive, and we have gotten tremendous positive results in this kind of collaborative efforts. And I think that this would be one of the best things that we can do in order to enhance our teamwork in a given geographical area. And we need to utilize some of the best practices that we can have around the globe. So if we find that, Tracy Hansen has something that she has already done in Africa, instead of reinventing that, we can utilize her example, and with a bit of tweaking and changes and culturalization, we would be able to utilize the same product in our geographical area that we are trying to see which school becomes the best in a particular subject. So we will say that at the end of the year, this school has stood up to be the best in mathematics. This school is the best in English. This school has the best student of the year. This school has the best teacher of the year. So at the end of each year, we will have evaluated the teachers, we will have evaluated the students, and find out the best teacher, find out the best student, and incent them and give them awards in a wonderful, recognized way, where some of the dignitaries come and they give out those awards to the teachers. And this will be extremely inspirational, and this will also enhance the collaborative efforts among the schools and colleges of the area. So we have already started this program. I wanted to have your reaction to see if these are something that you would vouch for, or you have certain ways by which you can add value to what we have done. Probably that will be a wonderful forum for me to know your reaction to these kind of programs that we are currently doing at various areas of Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hassan sir, for your elaborate discussion. Probably Sagarika raised her hand. Sagarika,
I raised
how do you summarize today's program?
Yeah, so then we do a lot of all of this, so you can get in touch with me. I'll share my email ID. I'll share my number also on WhatsApp. You can get in touch with me. We do lots in India. And when you're talking of being very local with your teachers, we can even have virtual exchanges. We've had virtual exchanges with teachers of South Africa. We've had virtual exchanges with teachers of different countries also. So we are happy to, because I'm a head of school, so I have all the controls with me. So I'm happy to have a virtual teachers exchange wherein our teachers can virtually teach your teachers can virtually teach your students, your teachers can virtually teach our students. We can collaborate and it's going to be a global collaboration. And of course, when it comes to professional development sessions, I'm happy always to help with professional development sessions. We do lots over here in India with the teachers.
Okay, thank you, Sagarika, for your great sharing. I think that we all of remember that a strong team is the foundation of a high performing activities, and a good team ethic can be held largely accountable for the success and smooth running of the organizations. If employees do not get and work well together, problem can arise, such as poor organizations or just such as school, missed deadline and conflict within the workplace. So what can team do to ensure that they are collectively productive and drive the every workplace forwarded? Here are the few qualities that successful team processes. I think just raise Teresi, please continue your please.
Yes, I'd like to speak to the last speaker. I also offered to work with him and his school and outline, but I think when I start to hear about you want to do this program to find out who the best teacher is, so what is the best school in science, or what is the best school in mathematics, you are automatically segregating instead of collaborating. It shouldn't be about trying to find who is the best, but how it is you're working together so that each teacher and each school and the students in every school are achieving the best that they can and are successful in the best way that they can be. Understanding everybody isn't at the same place at the same time, and that's okay. And everybody moves at a different rate, and that's okay. But you need to clearly get your team together, understand who is on the team and what that looks like, define it, because you become then the center or the learner that team does. And it's from that understanding of who you are and what your goals are that you can then begin to achieve them by using other educators, by using the knowledge of the students and the peers and the families and your community, and gathering that together to be able to move the process forward. That's what we did in India, and what we have done also in parts of Africa. But it isn't about, you know, one place here, one place there, a teacher over here, a teacher over there. It is about pulling together all of those that are going to be on that team, and then defining who you are, defining the goal, and then working towards that goal as a team on an equal basis. Okay. So, you know, what I would hope at the end of the year, you will find that all of the schools performed better. All of the teachers moved forward in their strategies and their understanding in teaching and in building the knowledge of the students, and that it's going to end up being a much happier, more successful, engaging place for learning to happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresi.
Totally agree with you. Absolutely, Tracy. It's not about competition, it's about collaboration.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I wanted to say, you know, at the end of the year, you're going to award who's the best teacher or who's the best, you know, it's interesting. I've received 2 humanitarian awards, one from Africa and one from Canada. And it wasn't to me that award was coming to. It was to all of the people on all of the continents around the world who collaboratively helped move the concept of next generation global education in the matrix forward. Okay, I only plant the seed, but it takes the group and the team to make it happen. And so when I was honored with these things and accepted the award, I didn't accept it on behalf of myself. I accepted it on behalf of all of the people involved in developing this educational strategy and moving forward. They all deserved it.
Thank you, Teresi. Talukdar sir, please unmute your microphone.
Asan sir, I would like to know in which area you are running this project?
Mohammad Hasan sir, are you there? Hello, Mohammad Real Hasan sir, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, we are actually starting the project in Rangpur, which is one of our target areas, and this is the police line school and college of Rangpur. We are also starting the same program in Lalmonirhat with around 10 schools and colleges around, and then we are also doing the same in Bogura, in Rajshahi, and in Noga. So altogether, there will be around 40 schools and colleges around. So this is a major undertaking, and that we already have developed a plan of action, which is going to be presented next 18th of December in Rangpur, in presence of the divisional commissioner and also the SP of police and other educational institutions and dignitaries would be there as well. Now, I do understand the point that Tracy has made, that it is not the point of competition, rather it is a point of collaboration, which of course, I would accept that with all due honor, that yes, it is a collaboration with the schools, and we have a common goal. And the common goal to improve the performance of the students. It is not in terms of learning the curriculum, rather it is the learning of life. That is what we are targeting, away from only the books. We have 7 areas that we are going to focus on. The first area is the leadership skills of our students, where we have about 19 different factors that we will be talking about, 19 different skills. We have 3 levels of consciousness. We have also about 7 pillars of success of the schools and colleges. So this is what we are going to start. So I would be happy to receive any kind of support, any kind of advice, any kind of strategies that you think, Mr. Talukdar, that will be helpful for us, and also to everyone else in the forum, whether it is Tracy or Madam Mumtaz or Sarita or anybody, who would be able to give us some understanding of what they have done in the past and what has worked and what hasn't worked. And in that way, I would be able to screen things out in advance to be able to make things that are only possible for us to do. So I would keep this thing open. Please do communicate with me whenever you can, and I'll be happy to share the ideas with you, the program, the plan.
You are going
I'd be
to
happy
take
to
a
share
very
this with you.
good program, but before 25 years, I took one program in Dinajpur. The concept was that if we can gather teachers of 5 or 6 schools in a place, and they cooperate one another in order to prepare lesson plan and other things and teaching materials. And they did it for 15 days. After 15 days, we invited students from those 5 schools, especially 5 students from each class, and they were there for long 2 months. And those teachers were taking the class. And I just watch and make a record exactly what is changing, how the teacher mindset is changing, how the students are reacting. In that case, there's some problem also, because in every school they have not a equal opportunity to use their materials, use their textbook. At the same time, in Bangladesh especially, they are following a particular curriculum with the instruction of the government. In that case, somehow it is very difficult to manage many institutions to exchange their teachers. It's a matter of government permission and the permission of the authority. At the same time, when the distance will be far from the school, then it will somehow very difficult for the teacher to visit other schools. And to maintain the way, exactly if you go to the school, you will see every school is not going in the same peak of the curriculum. Some are lag behind, some are very advanced. And even the students' responsiveness is not also equal. And one hidden thing is that whenever they are nearby school, then some ill competition will take place. For example, we don't expect it, but it is happening in Bangladesh. You know, sometimes teachers are involving in private tuition. So if they try to influence other students in order to take the private tuition from those teachers, then the project will make some problems, maybe. So maybe you have some strategy to overcome that. But before that, I think you need to make a details program as well as to make a little piloting and with some questionnaires for the teacher and the parents, how they will take it. This one important thing. And other important thing is that how the administrator or the authority will look over it. This is very important because sometimes whenever you will start the program, maybe authority will say, who tell you to do the program. In the wish you all the success. Thank you very much.
Talukdar sir, thank you. Probably Muhammad Mahdi sir say something. Sir, if you say something, please, you can continue. Muhammad Mahdi.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes,
you hear
we
me?
hear you.
Hello? Okay. It's the first time that I participate in your group. I'm so delightful to be among your group. Talking about the class, the group teachers in a class, twinning teacher in a class in some classes in between 20 and 25 pupils. That was the first time that I did this experience. It's so important, but we have to let the parents and even the society to accompany their learners. I mean, especially our teenagers, these pupils. It's so important. I had seen a video about the how they, when you find 2 to 3 teachers in a classroom, that every or each of them is taking a party or activity that help their pupils, that it's so important, but they have to include it normally in our national syllabus. The idea is that I have heard, because I had a problem of connection, I couldn't hear all of you. I've heard some of you, but in a broken voice sounds because of the problem of the net. I have heard one of you said that for the next week it will be so good if we participate the parents to give their point of view about this, what we call group teachers working at the same time, or I can say for us here we are working in twin teachers, called twin teacher. That means 2 teachers in a classroom. Of course, it's a new technique, a new pedagogical technique that we started only this academic year. It has got about 2 months now that we started. I hope that I am going to film a classroom demonstration and send it to you for the next week and to give me your point of view. Thanks for hearing me.
Thank you, Mohammed Mahdi. Laila, please unmute your microphone and just how would you summarize about our today's program?
Sorry?
Mohammed Mahdi, is not to you. Just I have questions, Laila.
Yeah, we have already discussed tonight about effective teamwork. Wherever we are, whatever we do, we need to cooperate and collaborate with each other. We have to give equal importance to each and everyone because we have to believe that humanity is always based on equality. Where there is inequality, there will not be any progress, whether it is in the classroom or it is in the house or it is in the office. So effective teamwork at the workplace. In many of the schools, we can see that, especially in the government schools and all, we can see that there will be a particular group and they will be always being guided by them. But in the case of the private schools, we can see that no such organization is being allowed by the management. And even though we give equal importance to each and every member, but few members will be always there. Those who are hesitant, just like Talukdar sir has already told, few are introvert, few are extrovert. People like me, I am extrovert because I will be telling whatever is at the face. So the case of some people, they will think that why should I tell? Let the other people do. So we have to bring them up when there is collaboration, when there is cooperation, when there is support given by the leaders, especially the school leaders. Surely the introvert, those who will be able to shine in their life better than the extrovert, they will be able to collaborate, they will be able to give their own ideas and the policy can be easily been made. More than that, as we have discussed, feedback of any type is always to be welcome. Because whenever we are giving a particular goal and a particular framework or time limit, then it is the duty of the whole team members to give the feedback to the among themselves. And I would like to suggest that being the leader of the school, the school leader should take at least once a meeting once a week, so that the target, the goal, as well as the progress can be easily been assessed by. More than that, communication plays an important role. Without communication, nothing is possible. So transparency as well as the target, the goal, as well as the diversity. Even though diversity is there, each and every member may not be the same. We have to ensure unity because we have to believe in unity in diversity, and that is what the global outlook is. Because now we all are coming closer, whether it is pandemic or disaster, whatever way it is, the whole world has already become one. And if the world or the nature is teaching us the same, let us be able to understand we all are needed for each other. Just like the small finger, just like the index finger, like the thumb, every finger is equal. So without the help of the one finger, it is not possible to lift up or pick one particular thing. So let us this particular idea be inculcated in the minds of each and every educator, whether a leader or a teacher or whomsoever, because our ultimate aim is to give the best education and impart the good morals in the minds of our future generation, so that we will be able to develop the better world to live in. Thank you so much for everyone, those who have already participated today, especially to those to Mamda's mom. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laila, for your great summarization of our today's topic and today's program. Talukdar sir, please, how would you summarize about our today's
No, not summarizing. I am saying Nilufar Yasmin. I know she is very strong leader and she's running her school very nicely. And she's doing a lot of project in her school, which ideas has already been implemented in her school, and she's getting very good result. Nilufar Yasmin, would you please say something? How are you going to make your school more strong? Maybe in Bangla or in English, no problem. Nilufar, are you
Hello,
listening?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Assalamu
একটু
alaikum.
বলেন।
How are you,
ওয়ালাইকুম
everybody?
সালাম। Fine, thanks.
Sir,
How
I'm
you
fine.
yes,
Yes, sir.
in your school, I know you are a very good leader. How the teamwork is going on in your school?
I will try. Yes, sir. I will try my level best. And now, I am working to UK school. Okay, so I am busy for that.
Anyway, that's good. I know you're a very good teacher. And in your school, you also managing a team spirit. Am I right?
I'll try, sir. Just yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Mamtaz,
Okay, thank you. Sir,
I think
I want to ask a question. Just Muhammad Hassan, sir. Where he's from? He's from Rangpur.
I don't know practically from where he is, and he's taking a very big area, which make me doubtful something. Anyway, he's not here right now. He's not here.
Sir, what is the project in a
Still,
Queensland School and College?
Still, I don't know because I don't see the total profile of his project. It is not clean to me. It is not clean to me. Anyway, you are also from Rangpur, so far I know. Am I right?
Yes, yes, sir.
You are also from Rangpur, and I know the people from Queensland School also, but they never talked about this project with me. Anyway, let us see what he's doing.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir.
ভালো লাগলো নীলুফার কে ধন্যবাদ কথা বলার জন্য। হ্যাঁ, আর জ্যাকব, how your days are going on?
Yeah, everything is fine, sir.
Very nice, very nice. You are always very lovely, and you are always very talkative. You are always very outspoken women who always talk many things too. Exactly, we have to, especially we are in a such world, our ideas and thinking is not matching with the European world, because our problem, our culture is not like them. We have to change our thing by ourselves. That's very important. What I get from you is everywhere you are telling it. This is our problem. We have to solve it by ourselves in our own way. That's very nice. Okay, thank you, Laila Jacob, for participating boldly about education. Mamtaz, you can now close.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. I will end today's episode here with everyone's permission. Thank you all very much for being with me for a long time, and I hope you will continue to work as a team to maintain to the quality of education in the future. So no matter what we say, teamwork has its benefits, and with that goal in mind, we will all focus on enhancing our professional skills as planned. Team strength is a big strength, so we have to prioritize teamwork in the workplace. Hopefully, everyone involved in the program will benefit more or less and apply it in their own workplace. So we'll alert ourselves to the global epidemic and cooperate to keep our aware. So thanks.
Mamtaz,
Yes,
just
sir.
a minute. Mamtaz, just a minute. Laila Jacob, I know you are an administrator. Am I right? Laila Jacob, so far I know you are an administrator.
Unmute your microphone.
Unmute yourself.
Actually, I was the academic director, but at present I am already been one of the directors of Global Talk Education Foundation.
Wow. So that's good.
Yeah.
Exactly, I want to start one program, maybe in the concept is that, if our children able to think anything, whatever he wishes, and the second thing is to express it by written form, then they will able to understand, they will able to express themselves, and they can use the computer in order to focus their ideas. They might take some pictures or video. They can incorporate those things in writing. Maybe this writing is for 2 pages. It would be presented as a PDF form, and at the same time, if this task is exchangeable with other schools, in every fortnight, so it will be hung in a board. The next fortnight, new ideas or new writing will come. That is why we can encourage our children to think out of box. Maybe I will talk with you later, or if you just provide me your mail ID, then I will send you some ideas.
Yes, sir. Of course. I will give my email ID to Mamda's mom. She will forward it to you.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. So we can do it. Maybe Nilufari Yasmin
Or
can
otherwise-
take part there, and even Madhu sir might be participate in that program. Okay, Mamata's, here I am going to finish my talk. Thank you very much. Mamata's, unmute yourself and then talk. Unmute yourself.
Sir, I have sent the email ID.
Okay, thank you.
Muhammad Mehdi raise his hand, please. Give me something.
Hello? Okay, I just want to say thank you very much indeed, especially Ms. Leila, who invited me and gave me this thing. I appreciate all the work that you are doing. I hope to participate in many topics, especially linking to the pedagogical, to the school that we have got. We are going to exchange many ideas, inshallah. I am so delightful being among you today. I hope that we will meet again and again. We're going to exchange. I am going maybe to send you some videos that I am working with my teachers, as I am a pedagogical inspector to the teachers who are teaching our teenagers at secondary school. Thank you very much indeed, and see you soon, inshallah. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mahdi sir. Surely you will join our next episode. This is a continue weekly round 3 session. So thank you all. Thanks for listening to me, the next users for a long time. See you again next week. Next topic, next or new topic. So until then, everyone will be fine. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
See you again next time. Good day. Allah Hafiz. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Laila. Thank you, Mahadi. Thank you, Hamsuddin Talukdar sir. Thank you, Mahadi. Laila, please send me Mahadi sir's mail ID.
I will get it. I will get. Now we have a peaceful time. He has written. He has not given us the email ID. I'll ask him. We are going to close.
Just Mahadi sir's mail ID.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Bye. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
joining us, and that you will stay with us in next time. Thank you, Samsuddin Talukdar sir. Thank you, Laila. Thank you, Mahadi sir. Allah Hafiz.